state of our college is displayed simply by the story that we have to tell. Ours is a story of persistence, courage, discovery, and hope for the future. Our people, students, faculty, staff, alumni, and industry partners all come from diverse backgrounds, multiple perspectives, and walks of life. But we share a common purpose, the pursuit of answers to some of the most complex issues that face us all. When I arrived in 2017, I shared in my opening speeches that we live at a time when there is the greatest probability for a pandemic than any other time previous. In 2017, we asked ourselves, what if a global pandemic threatened to disrupt every routine and way of life that we take for granted, affecting our economy, our supply chain, limiting our ability to produce, process, and transport food? What if our professors and researchers lost access to classroom and laboratory spaces? What if they had to radically change how they interacted with and teach students? Over the last 2 years, much sooner than we anticipated, our college and the world faced this what if. And the answers came through dedication, persistence, and a focus on and by our most valuable asset, our people. Our college has been a leader in continuing research and outreach activities, and our people have been determined not to write off the pandemic as simply a season of loss. We converted courses to distance learning to ensure student success when we couldn't be in person. We maintained steady enrollment. We hired almost 20 new faculty. And when we were able to, we adapted our engagements so that we could come together as a community, like our back-to-school bash that was held across our CFAES campus to allow space for distancing and yet grant us the opportunity to come together to celebrate a new academic year in person and welcome our newest members. We didn't get to this point right away. It was achieved through the persistent efforts by our people to maintain vital connections during a time when staying connected was one of our primary challenges, and it had a cost. Our community and the lives of so many impacted forever. What if, in a time where we could not gather in person, we were able to stay connected throughout the college, no matter what department or unit you were in, or where your office was located across the state? Our CFAES values, goals, and initiatives highlighted in our strategic alignment do just that. They connect us, they guide us, and align us across the college as well as the university, and with President Johnson's strategic focus on her 5 key excellences. The first goal, our student-first philosophy, was highlighted throughout the pandemic with our prioritization of in-person teaching and learning and the deep dedication from our extraordinary people. Because of our people, we continue to see our students thriving. Throughout the entire college, we strive to ensure the learning, success, health, and well-being of our students is a high priority. We not only invest in our students to prepare them academically, but drive to equip our students to address the future needs of society. We are faring well with enrollment and holding steady overall. It's clear that the pandemic and other issues have impacted ATI, while other parts of the college, like our School of Environment and Natural Resources, is thriving. Our enrollment of minority students is keeping pace relative to the university's overall enrollment, and CFAES minority enrollment has increased on the Columbus, Regional, and CFAES Worcester campuses. Our success continues as we still lead at the university with our 4-year graduation rate, our first-year retention rate, and our 6-year graduation rate, which exceeded the universities. Our hands-on experiential learning allows us to prepare the next generation of scientists and leaders and exposes them to our second goal, innovative scholarship to sustain life. One of our most significant scholarship projects has been in addressing water quality concerns in Ohio. With leadership from Governor DeWine and other experts across the state, we are working to directly answer the question, how can we best preserve Lake Erie while maintaining viable agricultural productivity? We are leveraging CFAES's water quality expertise and bringing together multiple valuable partners, thanks to a Regional Conservation Partnership Program grant from NRCS that funds a multi-million-dollar pilot watershed project in Northwest Ohio. Meanwhile, our Department of Agricultural, Environmental, and Development Economics was ranked first out of 39 agricultural economics departments in the country in scholarly research activity. According to Academic Analytics, a leader in higher education data analytics. The department leads the nation in scholarship activities, including journal articles written, research awards and honors, academic citations, and federal grants. Weather patterns and high input prices are just some of the factors that will be impacting farmers this coming fall and winter. ODA, in partnership with our college and specifically OSU Extension, recently received a USDA grant entitled Bridging the Gap for agricultural and rural mental health training in Ohio. The grant will support and enhance several initiatives that address farm stress. Our OSU Extension is partnering with organizations to provide outreach and technical assistance to underserved farmers and ranchers through a grant from USDA. Projects such as those also align nicely with our goal to increase the capacity building of our people and communities. Overall, we have plans to welcome more than 20 new faculty into our CFAES community in 2022. To continue building upon the success of our people, we are creating programs like the CFAES STARS, Strategic Alignment for Research Success Program, a new initiative to identify and develop the next generation of research leaders among early and mid-career tenure-track faculty, and propel these emerging research leaders to take their programs to a higher and more collaborative level in the pursuit of major extramural funding. CFAES is also participating in the Mentor Program, thanks to the leadership of Dr. Mary Rodriguez, who collaborated with Drs. Joyce Chen, Francesca Hand, and Jara Nia Warner Green to collaborate in the endeavor. Their project is named Culturally Inclusive Mentoring of Underrepresented Minorities in CFAES and focuses on creating collaborative capacity and advancement of inclusive and intentional mentoring practices. The expansion of workforce development programs is also essential in the efforts towards this goal. Ohio State ATI has begun piloting the Mike Rowe Works Work Ethic Certification. In the program, students learn the importance of work ethic, personal responsibility, delayed gratification, and a positive attitude. They also earn an industry-recognized NC3 certificate. Finally, we were excited to gather in person for the 2021 Farm Science Review. It was wet, but well worth it. Even though it was shortened by a day due to the rain, it drew a strong crowd with a total turnout of over 70,000 people who participated in numerous educational opportunities. This is an example of our goal to be a partner of choice. We want to focus on transformational as opposed to transactional relationships. Like our partnership with Apple, where we have united in our missions and purpose to bring our Clovers code, creating opportunities designed for everyone. This program reaches over 6,000 4-H youth in 44 counties. Apple provided the Ohio 4-H Youth Development Program with devices, programmable robots, and professional learning and support, which in turn has given our 4-H staff access to the technology needed to teach our youth. And in partnership with Nationwide, the Knowledge Exchange team collaborated with our college's researchers and extension educators to develop a suite of communications products and data tools focused on research related to Ohio's food supply chain following the initial disruption of COVID-19. The KX Ohio Food System campaign consists of a comprehensive set of research translation stories and videos, research interviews, presentations, and a customizable map packaged in a user-friendly, interactive visualization, which gives users the chance to geographically visualize Ohio's food system from production to access. The Ohio Food System campaign content has received thousands of page views to date and has sparked numerous new collaborations and conversations around solutions to Ohio food system issues. Our final goal of resource stewardship in a one-college model is on display at Waterman, our controlled environment agricultural research complex. Significant progress has been made at the Waterman Agricultural and Natural Resources Laboratory. Realizing the work in our newest facility will expand beyond food production, we changed the name to the Controlled Environment Agriculture Research Complex, which encompasses the interdisciplinary work in horticulture, engineering, entomology, pathology, food science, computer science, and human nutrition and health that will take place in this facility, which will open late this summer. In 2021, we finished the CFAES master plan, creating a roadmap for all CFAES facilities across our 3 campuses. It provides recommendations for buildings, animal facilities, controlled environments, laboratories, teaching, meeting, event spaces, housing, space utilization, and land use. The master plan developed a vision focused on building a campus environment rather than individual facilities. And we are currently fundraising for our new multi-species animal learning center. Just across Lane Avenue from the West Campus Innovation District, the MALC will be a world-class space to bring people and animals together. It will support education for Ohio State students, K-12 students, and lifelong learners. What if the work of our college was not only beneficial to our constituents and stakeholders, but integral to the sustainment of all life as we know it? Building on our foundation as the Cornerstone College and through intentional engagement with the entire CFAES community, we have worked toward creating an organization with a clear focus that sets us up for success in our next 150 years. Imagine if food insecurity was solved by growing food in space. Ohio State researchers are working on it. Ohio State is the lead university partner of a multi-million-dollar NASA-funded effort to develop a new generation of commercially based human-occupied space stations. Ohio State research will support the Star Lab commercial space station, and our college will host and operate the ground-based control lab for agricultural research aboard the Star Lab, assisting in advancing in-space and terrestrial agriculture. Imagine if robotic irrigation systems could efficiently irrigate and apply nutrients to crops. Thanks to a $1.2 million investment by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, we're working on advancing climate-smart agriculture with a focus on robotic irrigation systems that align nutrient application timing to a crop's nutrient needs and improves irrigation efficiency, having high probability of impacting water quality and reducing evaporation. Imagine if we have pathways for learners across their lifespan to CFAES educational enterprises. Our new partnerships and pathways strategist, Yolanda Owens, will explore partnership opportunities with other institutions of higher education, Ohio STEM academies, and others to creatively identify pathways for access to food, agricultural, and natural resources educational programs, in turn creating a pipeline for CFAES degree programs and fulfilling industry needs in the state of Ohio. Our new Ohio 4-H Pathways to the Future program is a workforce development in college and career readiness program that will prepare Ohio 4-Hers for college and careers with a curriculum tailored to high school youth. These youth will learn about time management, strategies for success, and developing self-motivation. They will also explore potential career paths, learn about the admission process, as well as preparing resumes and interviewing. Ohio State has also identified the first 15 faculty positions to be created through the RAISE initiative, Race, Inclusion, and Social Equity. These proposals came from 6 colleges were approved in this first call for proposals, and our college received approval on 2 of our proposals, which will provide 4 new faculty positions in this college. The work we have been doing has gotten us poised and nimble to take advantage of opportunities to propel the college forward. The state of our college is displayed simply by the story that we have to tell. Ours is a story of persistence, courage, discovery, and hope for the future. Our people, the students, faculty, staff, alumni, and industry partners all come from diverse backgrounds, multiple perspectives and walks of life. But we share a common purpose. We sustain life.